to start?
Too many. It is too many.
Well, should we say yeah?
It's way too many because I love comic books. I love cartoons. I still watch cartoons. That's all I watch is superhero shit. Only movies I see in theaters are superhero movies or action movies, or unless it got to be really good. But like that's the type of shit I fuck with. If you go in my room, I got action figures like lined up and shit in there. I really fuck with comic books, Marvel especially, DC. They all right, but you know, yeah, video games. My goal is to play every superhero every Marvel game after the year 2002, and I'm getting a little bit close. I just need to acquire a few more systems, and I will be there. But yeah, I love superhero shit.
The games I grew up on were Assassin's Creed and Mortal Kombat, Guitar Hero, all the Guitar Heroes, and the OG CODs. Like the OG, like the PlayStation 2 World at War, or like the Xbox 360 Modern Warfare 3. I was on Black Ops 2 for a little bit, but after that I dropped off. Shows, I'm huge.
WWE.
Yeah, shows. I was huge on SpongeBob. I was a Cartoon Network kid though, so like regular show, Adventure Time. You know, I love Rick and Morty nowadays.
We're watching regular show at the crib. Right?
We are. I'm binging regular show right now. We watched like 5 episodes before we came here. I can't lie. I just faded watching regular show.
Wow.
I love anime now, but I didn't used to be an anime. I took Japanese for 6 years, all of high school and 2 years in college, but it wasn't because I was like an anime head like most people. I just took it for a lot. It was just my own interest. I just wanted to take the language. It's a long story, but that led me to get into anime. Like I have a JJK tat now of Sukuna. I mean, you've seen it. I love anime a lot. JJK is really good. I just finished Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I know I'm late, but I just finished it. It's really fucking good. Tokyo Ghoul, I don't care what anybody says. Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re are both really fucking good. Really fucking good. I love Tokyo Ghoul. And I also really like the show, shows that involve Jeremy Allen White. He's a really good actor. I like Shameless and I like The Bear. I like the movies. He's really good. That's what I have to say.
Let's talk about what you grew up with.
He just asked favorite shows and movies and games and shit.
Oh, well, I grew up with...
It's a loose question.
Keep it in the ballpark.
It's a loose question, man. I'm just giving the answer, man.
I grew up with... I was really a big Nintendo kid growing up. My dad, he got me my first Nintendo console. It was a Nintendo DS with Mario Kart DS. And we went on a trip to Florida or some shit. And... Which is sad to say, but some of my favorite memories in Florida was the fucking DS. It wasn't Florida itself. I was like 8. Like anything would have made me excited, but it was the fucking DS. But I loved that shit. And then the first Pokemon game I got was Pokemon Platinum. And my 2 biggest things growing up were just Mario Kart and Pokemon. I fluctuate, you know, I play Smash Bros. I play Zelda and all that. I played Battlefield 1942. My dad put me onto that as well. And I did have the Xbox 360, and then I got a PS4 eventually. But I was still just, my heart was on Nintendo. I'm a fucking nerd. I'm playing Fire Red right now.
Can I mention something real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I'm also... I wasn't a Nintendo head like Nick, but I definitely played, like, I had the Wii, and I played all the classic Wii games and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm into Smash now and stuff. But what I was going to say is, mostly from him, but both of our love for video games inspires Flood the Basement to have a lot of Nintendo themes and references.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to drop some lore, man. Smoking Windows is a Splatoon track that we sampled. Our main producer tag, like if Flood the Basement produced it, the Pokemon chime bling is in the beat, like for sure, because we produced it. We do a lot of like Pokemon shit. We had Smash sounds all throughout our newest tape, Flood the Underground Side A, that has a bunch of Smash sounds in it. We had Snake from Smash. We had the home run sound. We had the Master Hand. We had a bunch of shit. Flood the Basement has a lot of Pokemon and Nintendo, like, origins and lore if you really listen and pay attention. It's pretty cool. Vaporeon, you know, it's a whole thing.
That's kind of... You can tell when I'm influencing that shit, I feel like.
If I take a piss and grab some hot Cheetos.
Go ahead, gang.
Yeah, I might use the bathroom too.
Damn, I kind of did everything too. I'm not gonna lie. growing up, I mean, shows like you said, Adventure Time and all that, and Regular Show was cool. Ben 10 was a big deal for me. Transformers was a big deal for me.
The song Ghost Freak with Rosa and Hush.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. That's that's a big deal, man. I also
Big deal.
gaming wise, damn, I had a DS, I had a PS2, I had a 360. I've had probably every console.
I know you was playing Pokemon.
I was definitely playing Pokemon. The DS was only for Pokemon, in my opinion. I don't think I've ever played anything other than, or like, there was like that Mario game or some shit. Oh, the Wii U.
Yeah, they had both that shit.
I remember
Red Wii with the new Super Mario Bros. When it came out, and that was
Mario Kart.
That was the launch title for the Red Wii.
Did you guys?
Not the Wii, but for the Red Wii.
The Red. Okay, so
So I
did you
got
guys
that
have the
one.
Wii that like sits on its side and it kind of has like a disc plate or some shit like that?
Oh, the one you
I think
stand
you're
up
talking about
vertically?
fucking
No. It sits
about
on
the
its
Wii U?
side. No. It was this weird version of the Wii that like sat on its side or something, and maybe it was like the Wii Mini or something. I never.
Like a Canada release. It was only out in Canada.
That's so weird. One of my friends when I was younger, when I was younger had one, and they.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody likes that Mario Kart Wii edition. Then that's like everybody's favorite.
I guess so, yeah.
That's what I hear. I like Double Dash. I had a GameCube. That was my first ever console. My first ever console was a GameCube. That was cool. I don't know if you
I know
have a lot of GameCube experience. I don't know if you're a connoisseur.
Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, the 64. Have you ever had a 64? I never.
I did have a 64.
But yeah,
I have one right now.
You have a SNES. You have a SNES.
I got every fucking copy of Mario Kart. Don't forget that. I have every single copy of Mario Kart except the weird one where you drive like the toy. I don't have that. I don't want that.
Put my clothes on my receipt. Put my bitch in Japanese. Put that Fendi on my belt and put my bitch in Troy jeans.
I'm Nick NACKS. I'm here with half of Flood the Basement, and we fucking rocking out with CTM. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on? It's Hush here. Good to be here, man.
Hey, I'm Rosa, the other half of Flood the Basement. It's us, if you couldn't tell. Shout out CTM, man.
I'm Scotty Pierre, aka Scotty P, aka Scouso Ambient. Yeah, we here. Appreciate it. I fuck with this. Yeah.
Fuck with this too.
Yeah.
I think you should say how it came to be, and then we'll go one by one.
All right. Well, shout out Diz, CTM Diz. He the one who started this. We was just making music one day, and he hit me up. I was like, yeah, I got this thing, CTM. Well, he didn't tell me right away. We just had made a few songs, and he was like, yeah, got this thing I want to do called CTM. It was Plug Master 9000. That's his brother. And then Jonah, them two, fuck with them. Shout out Jonah. He about to drop a music video. Gonna be hard. But then it just started with them three. I joined, and we was just making music, dropping music, damn near like every week, every day on SoundCloud, Spotify, anywhere. Music videos, just fuck it, music. Just doing it. And then I already knew Luna because I didn't know him since like we were like first grade, like a long time ago. And so happened he making music too, and it's hard music. So he's like, yeah, I got some homies. I know a guy named Rosa, Nick. They make music. I fuck with them. I want to see if you fuck with them. Maybe they could be CTM. And then they ended up being CTM because, music hard. We try to expand. But it's not like we just picking anybody because you really got to, be talented. Anybody can be talented for real, but it's just like, it's a certain feeling, Mm-hmm. And then
further elaborate on that feeling?
The feeling is just an authentic feeling. Like a lot of people, they talk about clones. There's clones, but then there's people who just make music to make music. Like they might not love it. They just out here making music. But I feel as though everybody in the group, in the collective, really loves music and like believes in themselves and that they can go far or go somewhere with the thing they love. But there's a lot of people out here that aren't there. Like, there could have been people that could have joined CTM, but I know for a fact they would have ended up, I don't want to do this no more. Or they would have fell off, or they just would have stopped trying. But I feel like they wouldn't be like that. And I hope not, but you never know. But like a person I am, I don't plan to stop making music until the day I die. I could die tomorrow. I'm going to be making music. I could die at 70, and I'm going to be making music. It don't really matter because I really love the shit. I don't even, nothing's guaranteed to blow up, anything like that. I'm just here because I want to be heard. because I know my shit can be related to. I know it's hard. Whatever mood, I've been in every fucking mood, so I can make a song for every fucking mood. So it's just a song for everything. But that's how I feel about all of us. It's everything in the group. We got anything you want, anything you listen to, it's there. You might not like one of us, but you probably gonna like somebody else. So, yeah. And the group just kept expanding. And then we got ROSA, Nick, Hush, Saint, Luna, Almighty Nas. They just joined later on as time kept going on. And we just started hanging out, meeting, you know, recording songs, more music videos, etc. Just trying to push the movement, push the wave as a whole. Yeah.
That was a really good answer, P. That was like a really good answer. Yeah, so Luna and Pierre have known each other forever.
A long time.
Yeah.
And Nas, I've known Nas since like 4th grade too.
I was getting to that.
Yeah.
So Nas has been childhood friends with like Luna and Diz and Pierre, so kind of made sense when they're all making music together to join. I've known Luna and Saint. I've known Saint since like 3rd grade, and I've known Luna since like early high school. So when we all kind of got together and started making music, he was like, yo, this guy named Pierre, I'm really close with him. He makes music, and it was just natural for us to join. Nick obviously was natural because Flood the Basement. I live with him. We have a whole studio in the basement, hence why, you know, duh. But it only made sense for him to join. Hush, we've known for what, 5-7 years now.
5-7 years.
A lot of years now. So, and fun fact, Hush is actually Flood the Basement's manager.
Soon to be.
So hit him up for inquiries and booking.
I think longer than 5 years.
It's been a lot longer. I don't know. I'm just throwing out numbers. We've known everybody in the group for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nye. We've known Nye for a while too.
Nah, that's my girl. Technically, she's my manager too. She helps a lot with a lot of things we do.
She's also technically CTM's manager.
Yeah. Seeing Saturn. Shout out her. Journalist. Go check it out.
One thing that I really enjoy about CTM is as much as we're here for the music, we are also here not for the music. Like, we're talking about it right now and stuff, but at the end of the day, we're all just hanging out in this room for a lot of hours right now just because we're homies and we love each other. No diddy. Like, something I really like about CTM is just how close we are outside of the music, but also how much the music brings us together, and I think we have a good balance of that. I feel like our vision is unwritten, but we're all on the same page, if that makes any sense. And we're all pushing for the same thing and have the same vision, even though sometimes we blandly discuss it, but a lot of times we don't, and we all just kind of know, and we're all rooting for the same thing. And as much as it's ironic that the collective isn't all here right now, we really root for being a collective and doing things under the one name of CTM as much as we do solo stuff. And I think just focusing on doing things collectively and as a whole, as much as we do everything individually, is also what's keeping us together and what I really love about us. And I think, personally speaking, just for me, CTM's really helped me thrive recently in the past couple of years, and music has definitely like changed my trajectory of life, of how I view things, of myself spiritually, myself personally. And I think if I didn't have a CTM and I was doing this solo dolo, it'd be a whole different story. And I'd probably be making music that was sounding different, that I might not enjoy. I might not be where I am right now. I might not know the people I know. I might not feel as fulfilled as I feel. Even if I was bigger, if I was solo, which I don't know if I would be, to be honest. But something about this community, and it feels so, like Pierre was saying, very authentic. Like super authentic, and we just make the music for the feeling, and we all enjoy sharing that feeling together. And so, yeah, that's what I think. I think we're really bonded as individuals as much as we are as artists. And that's what I really like about CTM.
I think it's just love. Like, we're a family. And I think that's what makes CTM special. But I met Hush over here in high school. I met Rosa at work a while ago. And I met Pete through him. And just as like my life evolved, everybody kind of just all the cards just came together and it just all lined up. And then us four get to hang out every day. Not every day. As much as we fucking can. We hang out every day. That's why I got confused.
Me and Nick literally get to hang out and live 10 feet away from a studio that we own every day.
Yeah,
all day.
Literally sleeping next to it.
Sleeping next to, like, our rooms are next to each other and we're both next to our studio. Like, we get to hang out every day. It's crazy. Even if we're not, like, actively doing something collectively, like, maybe we haven't dropped a collective album with everybody on it. We're always together, though. We're always doing something. You don't know who's actually been behind the scenes on a lot of songs. I have background vocals on 3 songs on his Heartbreak Songs to Crash Your Car.
That's true, yeah.
We help each other write each other's songs.
They both have writing credits on some of my
do.
songs, for sure, and vice versa. Like, we're always in there helping each other out. Not to spoil too much, but they have a project, and I've produced for that project. Like, everybody's helping everybody. Everybody's involved in the creative process. Like, we're always together. Sorry.
No, you good. It's we all have like our own unique abilities within the group. I feel like that make it. We get to build something together. Like CTM Diz and Rosa, they're really good at like the music videos, and then like me and Rosa and Luna, we are producers and we make like really experimental beats. And I feel like when it's us as a group together, we really get to share our creative experiences, and we just make something beautiful and something you can't like find on YouTube, because I know we do like YouTube beats too, but the fact that we just get to build this art all together, it strengthens our bond, and I think that's what I'm really in it for. Like, it doesn't matter to me how big I get. Like, I already know that, like, in my own mind, I already made it. Like, I'm already fulfilled with all of this. So it doesn't matter where this road takes me and this journey takes me, but I love CTM, and I'm happy to be a part of it, man. Like, it's really changed my life for the better, and like, it's really helped me get like comfortable with my own sound, and just like the love and support that we get from each other. Like, these motherfuckers here know my lyrics better than I know my own sometimes. Like, it's awesome to have that group experience. Like, I love these motherfuckers, man.
Can I say one more thing?
We just be a family, yes, for sure.
The last thing I wanted to say that Nick just sparked in my brain is everybody in the group inspires me in some way, and I've definitely learned something or multiple things from at least one person in this group. Like, or from every single person in this group at least once, is what I meant to say. Like, everybody here has, like Nick was saying, brings their own cards to the table, and I feel like collectively we help each other grow so much. Like what you were saying with me and Diz in the music videos, we've helped each other, like, and we've never even made a music video together, but seeing like each other's edits like inspires each other. Hearing the way you mix a song makes me be like, damn, I should mix my shit like that. Hearing the way you flow and use background vocals or ad-libs or whatever, like hearing everything like from everybody inspires me in some way. You know what I mean? It makes me think of different lines. It makes me think of different melodies, think of different ways I can make this beat. And it's great. And I think, again, if we didn't have this collective, I wouldn't be in the headspace I'm in and take the direction I've gone in my art and my expression, and honestly just myself.
Yeah,
that's what I have to say.
Hush.
Yeah, I love that Nick kept saying family, because that kind of reminded me of how I felt when I got invited to join. Yeah, I guess they've already said. I've known Nick for a long time through high school. I met both of you guys in high school, I suppose. I've known P for a couple years now.
We were on the same football team.
Yeah, we played football together for at least 3 years.
Yeah. We went crazy.
Yeah,
I can't lie. We were dogs.
Yeah, we did our thing. And I just remember the sense of community it gave me when that happened, because it made me think of, because I was already trying to get into the scene, but I was just by myself, and I didn't realize how
there's so much support,
how much you don't know you need it until you have it type of thing.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. That was really cool, especially because, and then they keep saying a bunch of the things I was thinking, or the inspiration. You get really inspired from what everybody else is doing, and I think I've for sure have changed a lot of the way I even go about making my stuff because of the way you guys do it, you know. So I like that. I like that we have that. We're kind of each other's backbone in that way, inspirational wise.
It's so fun. Like, can I?
Yeah.
I think that our music helps us understand each other more. I think that's what the collective has really done for me. Like, it's really just made me understand everybody individually more at a spiritual level. Wow. Something that you can't do, like, just hanging out, smoking and talking. Like,
That is really
you get to hear people at their lowest. I've made songs where I was at my lowest and I was like embarrassed to show with my friends, you know what I'm saying? But it made me more confident in myself, and made me understand that, like, everybody, like, goes through a struggle. It really made me, and that's why, like, the bond I share with these guys is unmatched, and I'm just happy to be part of this, man.
That makes me want to bring up 2 anecdotes. So I've been with Nick, well, no Diddy, but I've been with Nick for a long time now. Long time now. I mean, obviously we have a really close connection. We're literally in a duo together. We do everything together. We live together. We share our studio. And seeing him go through what he went through to spark his Crash Your Car album. And honestly, as crazy as it sounds, I felt so honored to be there during his entire creative process of that entire album. Like, I wouldn't do a thing in the studio, but I would just be on the couch while he's recording or while he's making something.
I accidentally woke him up because I was screaming at the microphone, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta chill." I think that was.
There was one time.
There was one time that was on Price Canyon.
Let me get to my point, man. There was one time where I was trying to sleep and he was screaming, but it's okay. We wake each other up with the music all the time, but there was, like, just something, I don't know, just something about witnessing that whole album's creation and, like, really understanding the lyrics and what he's talking about, hearing him record, and, like, you hear the only time you're hearing raw vocals is when they're recording. Yeah, you could hear the pain in his diff for real, and just, like, seeing how his character has evolved and, like, through the music, and that's, like, his biggest album. And everybody knows the words. Yeah. Like, people love that shit, and I love that shit. And, like, he even let me be a part of it. I did background vocals and shit. Makai helped write shit. He did. Like, it was a whole thing, but, like, that just brings back, like, the bond, and, like, it opened my eyes, it opened my ears. It was such a wonderful moment in such a tragedy, if that makes any sense. Like, it was beautiful to see that creation come out of such a dark time. And the other anecdote I wanted to say was bringing back, like, the inspiration and helping each other and shit. There was a time where me and Nick were both making a lot of music with Hush, and we were, like, trying to crack the code on how to mix him, because he's a certified audio engineer, and I low-key knew, like, half the shit he was already learning, and now I live with him. I'm not certified, but I know what I'm doing, I promise.
He does.
Fun fact, I engineered Rico's verse for Minnesota Nice and mixed the whole thing myself and mastered the whole thing. But anyways, thank you. But anyways, there was this one time Nick ran upstairs while I'm, like, in the living room smoking or something. He's like, "Jesse, dude, I cracked the code, bro. I got it. I know how to mix Hush's vocals." And then we spent, like, 15 minutes just getting into the technicalities that if I explained, nobody here would know what we're talking about even. But it's like, oh, if you do this and you add this and you up this, and when he does this and this, like,
You layer him.
yeah, more or less. Yeah, for people that know.
And you pan the layers left and right.
Yeah, and it was the way we added chorus and the audio levels, and it was a couple other effects.
Well, I was just, like, having a blast sitting down there with you, man, and you were just spitting out your shit, and I would be, like, just tweaking shit. But while we were recording, we figured out the EQ together.
We did it, together. I was gonna say. I liked when a more recent one was when me and Nick. We tried something weird. We tried something different on a couple of those newer songs that we have.
the dual mic.
Yeah. We tried something. And
My point.
Yeah.
And then you tell them that story. But what I was trying to get at, which is gonna, I promise, but what I'm getting at is like we have a lot of fun just getting into the nitty gritty of the music. All of us do, and different types of nitty gritty. Me and Nick love the technical stuff a lot.
Yeah.
And like Luna loves like melodic things. Like me and him go crazy on music theory stuff, and you know, etc. for everybody. And I just think that was also a really cool moment and shows a lot about the collective, that me and him like are getting excited about figuring out how to mix another person, like just figuring out how to all of us collaboratively make the best sound. And it's crazy because then like I started doing that on my songs with him, and it sounded wonderful. And like I just think that's so cool. That's just really wonderful.
I love shrooms, man. I did acid. I only did acid once, but I do shrooms a lot. There's one time I took like 8 grams of shrooms. I be fucking with them. I fuck with shrooms a little bit too much, but I really love them. Then other drugs. I used to do more drugs. I really only do the natural things now, like weed and shit, shrooms, type shit. You feel me? But I've done shrooms and acid at the same time. I smoked DMT. I don't really know any other psychedelics. I don't think I'm gonna do sativa, but I might. Or salvia. I might. That's sativa. That's weed. Yeah, salvia. Yeah, that shit.
Indica. Only indica.
Yeah, I do that. Maybe. But that shit might fuck me up. But I think with the mental state I'm in, psychedelics, I don't think they fuck me up. Because people be having ego deaths. I never really had an ego for real. So because I didn't feel like shit before. So sometimes my ego is not the biggest, so it's nothing really to kill. Like I can feel bad about myself, but I'm gonna be the same after the trip. Might be a little better, actually.
I love drugs, man. Don't do them. If you're hearing this, don't do them. But
If you're hearing this at all.
if you're hearing this message, please do not
Smoking after this.
do not put pretty much any foreign substance in your body that isn't food or water, you know. But
I recommend everybody do shrooms at least once.
okay, well, hang on now. I would too. But anyways, I really love doing shrooms a lot. And I love a lot of the other psychedelics. Me and P did do DMT together for the first time. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of the shroom shit, Planet Nation album I made that whole tape off of shrooms. Every single song was made off of shrooms. The first half and the second half, all made geeked the fuck up out of my body. You ever whited out on the shrooms?
White out?
Yeah, no. It's not blackouts when everything turned white. That's when I took like the 8 grams, almost 10 grams. I don't recommend it, but I'm gonna do it again one day. I'm gonna do it again. I just gotta be alone when I do it.
Wow.
Could you further elaborate on that experience?
Oh, shit. Well, yeah. It was just a day I was working in this home, and I was just like, fuck it, I got some shrooms. I started eating the shrooms before my shift. I ate some more shrooms during the shift. On break, had some more shrooms. At the end of the shift, had some more shrooms. And I was like, damn, cousin has a party going on. Barbecue, I'm gonna go. I take shrooms before I get in the car. I go there. I get some gas before I get to the party. I take shrooms at the gas station. I get there. I take some more shrooms. And then my cousin's like, damn, you got shrooms? Can I have some? Can we take something together? I'm like, fuck it. Take something together. So we take some more. And then I had a few shots of some weed. And then I'm just geeked the fuck up, you know. I'm high as fuck. I'm chilling. And he just talking to me in the kitchen. And the niggas started to disappear. The niggas started to disappear like the Avengers movie when the niggas faded. And I was like, damn, I'm fucked up. I gotta step outside. I step outside. I started to lose my balance. I'm fucked up. And I feel like I gotta grab the earth so I don't fall off the earth. Then everything turned white. But then, before I hit the ground, my cousin catches me, and I go upstairs and lay down. But I wanted to white out, but if I was alone, I would have just went to the bed and fell out to see where I'd go. Because I wanted to see where I'd go, but I couldn't fall out in front of that many people because probably would have went to the hospital. But you can't overdose on shrooms, so don't worry. I wouldn't have died. I would have been fine, but I just want to see where I would have ended up at.
That's real, man.
You still got more to say about the shrooms?
I said the single sentence and then P took it back.
I don't remember. I'm high.
Come on now. Anyways, I love doing psychedelics. Yeah, all of Planet Nation by Scotty P was off shrooms. I remember one time he came over and we did
Shrooms.
I don't know how much we did shrooms though. We ate them. We just ate them raw. Nope. And we were so geeked, bro. Like he was just sitting recording. What song was it?
I talked to God.
Yeah, it was I Talked to God. We were talking to God, bro. But fun fact, he did I Talked to God in the basement that was flooded while we were geeking off shrooms. Anyways.
And like, I really be seeing faces when I record off the shrooms. Like every song.
A face.
Crazy the music.
That's the character that's rapping type shit.
I feel like
Type shit. But like, we did do DMT together.
Yeah.
But he did like 4 blinkers off this DMT cart. It was crazy. I did not do all of that. But DMT goes crazy. Acid, I am an avid acid supporter. I love acid, bro. Something about psychedelics, like, a lot of people have had bad trips, ego deaths, like you said, a lot of interesting experiences. I've had nothing but insanely positive experiences with every psychedelic I've done. If I could, I would advise everybody does try shrooms at least once, but that's not realistic or safe. But I love how it makes me feel, man. It's so good. It inspires me so much musically. Even like if I'm not actively, off of said substance, like just remembering like, damn, that shit made me feel like this. Damn, I remember when this happened. Damn, I love feeling this. Like, I don't know. It's awesome, man. I like shrooms and psychedelics a lot.
This is Mr. Psychedelic right there.
This is Mr. Psychedelic, man.
I just want to say, every time this dude does acid, he fucking cries.
It happened a couple times.
No, it happened every time.
You weren't with me every time.
I guess no, I wasn't with you every time. I used to do psychedelics a lot. Like when I first got into them, I would be tripping like maybe once a week or some shit on like acid or shrooms for a while, and then there was one point where I did 2 drops of pure liquid LSD, and I thought I met the devil, and then that shit fucked me up, and it changed my whole perspective on psychedelics afterwards. And a lot of the negativity that comes in my music is from that experience. I literally have a song called I Met the Devil across the street at the gas station across the street from my old high school. And
that's on an album called Island Trip.
it's on Island Trip. I made a whole mixtape about acid.
It's a whole mixtape about an acid trip.
Yeah, I mean, the whole mixtape is my experience with acid, because it did have a very positive effect on my life, despite like having a bad trip. But every time I trip since that bad trip, I've always been a little hesitant, because I had it was honestly pretty traumatic. Like,
I believe it.
it was like a negative ego death. Like, it was an ego death in a bad way for me, and it just fucked me up. But like, that's been like 3-4 years ago now, and I feel good about now. But it gave me a lot of like derealization and personality disorders that came afterwards. So it actually really fucked me up. But I do like support psychedelics and what they stand for, and I've done a lot of research on them, and I think that it's very interesting. We get to live in a time where that's something we get to experience. I think they're sick. They fascinate the fuck out of me, and I think I will be thinking about them forever, even if I'm doing them or not.
Yeah, that was well said.
I don't cry every time I take acid.
Every time I've done acid with him, he's crying.
It's okay. It's part of the experience, dude. Me and PB.
Well, we maybe did it like one time, but well, I was gonna ask you what the original question was again, because I don't think
Just talk about your experience with psychedelics.
specifically. Oh, okay, cool.
Just your experience with psychedelics. That's it.
I had a pretty early experience. I had a phase in like junior year, some shit like that. I woke up in a hotel one time, like fucking 40 minutes away. I remember the trip a little bit, but all I know is, and this is one of my first like experiences with that. Yeah, I used to do it a lot. I'm not really an advocate for it. I don't really like acid anymore. I had a friend that got overdosed. It's not really overdosing, but it's like
That's why I said
too much. Yeah, too much. And kind of had like a
Siege.
what do you call it? Like a
Siege.
psychotic moment, like where she was just not with us, basically. And that kind of turned me away after that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That was a whole. Our friend almost got arrested because of that.
Dimension for
No. Yeah, we couldn't even get close to her or anything. Like, she thought we were actual monsters, and so that was cool. That was whatever.
monsters.
Yeah, she had to go to the hospital and everything. Yeah, it's crazy.
I saw the devil, bro.
Who was
Monsters.
Do I know them?
Yeah, you know them.
Well, we probably
I'm
should
not
not
gonna say, but yeah, you would know them.
You're right.
It was pretty fucked up. Otherwise, so I mean, I've done shrooms before. I mean, I've strayed away from the whole thing after for some years, but it's like I don't want to scare anybody. Acid was fun, and shrooms are amazing as well.
You get scared.
DMT, I don't know if I'd ever. I don't know about that.
Scared.
I did DMT.
Right, it's scary. You're gonna be fucked up. That's why I say everybody should do it.
I did
Yeah, I see shrooms. You guys think shrooms is the safer option for sure?
There is no safer option, bro. It's all about your mindset.
My first
relatively
psychedelic
there
was
is.
acid.
The first time I did acid, the only reason I say shrooms said because acid is man-made.
Yeah.
Like every
Yeah.
DMT and acid, you need shrooms to make that. It's just you change one component. Now it's DMT. Now it's acid.
Yeah,
It's
LSD.
man-made. That's the only thing. That's why it's more likely to fuck somebody up because it's just not strictly from the earth. I'd have been fucked up off shrooms. I white it out. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
What is?
I wasn't gonna die.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna have no fucking seizure. Go to the hospital.
I just think they're super fascinating, man.
You get the wrong tab pressed with something, you're gonna be fucked up.
We do love doing drugs over here, though.
Yeah.
I've only done acid one time.
Moderate.
And the first time I did acid, I did it when I was on shrooms.
I did acid before I did shrooms. Acid was my first psychedelic if you don't count weed, but weed is technically a psychedelic if you didn't know. But
It's an intro.
it is.
Into psychedelics.
But acid, I did acid before I did any other psych. It was crazy. It was like a 350 microgram gel tab with like gold flakes in it. It was for my 18th birthday. So I was just freshly 18, and then I worked with him the next morning, and I started getting flashbacks, and I was like carrying a tray of food or a tray of cups or whatever because I was a waiter at the time, and I would just boom, I'm peaking for like 3 seconds, and then it stops, but I'd be like, look.
So you can't work the next.
Like it was crazy. Well, I only got like an hour of sleep. I slept at 6 a.m. I had to wake up at like 8 a.m. or whatever because I had to go from the trap house, the real fucking trap house. Oh man. Trapping out of bando, but yes, you can. I was actually off a lot of shrooms during the birthday party. That's the cover of On God when you gave me the plush. I was off a lot of shrooms during that time. During the Halloween show when I was dressed as Zenitsu, I was peaking during the show, bro. I didn't even remember my lyrics. If you remember, like I was geeked up, bro. It's fun. It's a fun time. What'd you have to add, man?
I was just wondering what your psychedelic experience has been.
Are you talking to Mo?
I am talking to Moo. If that's appropriate to ask.
About me.
Shit. Hard times. It's always gonna be hard times, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't like to talk about hard times with people because I get real grim. Because we all just gonna die one day. So just do whatever the fuck you want to do, or the time you're here, or what. I don't mean like go kill niggas for no reason, but you know, do what you want to do because it's your life. You got one life. Just live it. Whatever the fuck you want to do. Who gonna tell you no? Why not? You know. And you're in a hard time. You probably in a hard time because you're doing something you don't want to do. Do what you want to do. I bet you'd be happier.
There's a lot I could say. But I think my general life advice to like anybody is just to learn to be comfortable with yourself and be happy in your own skin and be confident, and that'll pave the way for whatever you want to do. If you want to do fashion, if you want to be an artist and take the route that we're in, if you want to be a computer science major in college, if you want to be a security guard at a venue, if you want to be a professional athlete, if you want to literally do anything on the planet at all, if you want to do Bitcoin, like it doesn't matter, but like just be comfortable with you and be happy with yourself and learn to be comfortable and confident and
What you want to do?
yeah, I mean really just embrace yourself. You're stuck with you for your whole life. And as grim as it is, you're not stuck with everybody else for your whole life. And If you don't have a good relationship with yourself, nothing's gonna go well, and that's where the root of everything needs to start at. And like P was saying with hard times, man, you always just gotta keep it pushing. And sometimes hard times aren't gonna become easier, and sometimes problems won't get resolved, but you just gotta keep it pushing. Things change, things, you know, as long as, like I said, you're comfortable with you, it'll turn out right eventually. You know what I mean? That's what I would have to say.
If there's something in your life that is pushing you back or negatively affecting you each day, like, don't be afraid to cut it out. Whether that be your job or friends or bitches or anything that could be like, that's an outside factor that you are able to walk away from. Don't ever be afraid to make that choice, because there's going to be a lot of people trying to bring you down in this world, and at the end of the day, we only have ourselves. So it's important to really lean on yourself and, you know, take the wheel sometimes and decide for yourself and make decisions for yourself and do what makes you happy, because a lot of people out there don't really have real dreams, and it makes me sad that there's people living in this world that, like, they just go to work and then they get home and just watch TV and go to sleep. Like, we're having a human experience here, man. Like, there's crazy shit. You could go outside and go on a walk and, like, find a bug and think about that the next day, and then research that fucking bug, man. And you could get into, then you could be like, damn, I like the library. Then you could be going to the library every day, and there's just so many things you can do in this world. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that because they have all these negative, like, outside factors going on that plague their mental. And it's fucked up. But just remember that no matter what you're going through, you're never alone.
I like that. That's a good answer. I think perspective's a big part of that. You know, a lot of times I like to tell myself sometimes, you know, if I'm going through it, you know, you never know, somebody else may be having a worse time than you, and I bet they're not giving up. That's just something I like to tell myself to keep me going if I ever feel like I'm having a rough go of it. But yeah, I like what you said there. You know, you lean on yourself, basically.
Thanks, man.
I like that. That was a good part.
You're just trying to get me to say fuck Dank, huh?
No, not even.
But hey, yeah, I don't fuck with him. Shit, I ain't the one to fuck with Waterwave neither. But they been, you know, doing a little bit better, you know, pushing music and whatsoever, promoting newer artists that are upcoming. They throwing a show that's coming up, you know. I hope it goes well. I'm not the type of nigga to hate, but I was saying fuck them because, you know, it's reasons and the shit they be on and doing it just be weird. Like, they been in the game for a little bit, and it's kind of picky and choose, but, you know, they got their own label, but then they, as a media outlet, they kind of got away from what they were supposed to be doing as a media outlet. Well, a music media outlet is what they started. Then they started posting, you know, news and memes, whoop-de-whoop, and that's not gonna get what you want. It's gonna get the numbers, but it's not the way the algorithm work. I'm not gonna get into all the technicalities, but that's just not gonna work. And then I'm saying fuck you for personal reasons, and I'm speaking for all the other people that's probably not gonna say it because they just feel like it don't matter if they say it or not. But it's people that's been sending y'all music, emailing y'all, trying to talk to y'all for years, and y'all just ignore them. It's not like y'all don't see it, because I was one of the people. I send y'all music, y'all just ignored it. But then when I finally say fuck y'all on stage, y'all respond and say, oh, that's why you've been sending the music all these years. So damn, you didn't seen it, but you ignoring. It's just like, we all knew y'all was weird, and you just exposed yourself in the comments, and ever since then, they've been on a better route, and I can see it. But I'm not gonna say I'm the one who did that, but I feel like they kind of took me up on the word. It's like, damn, all right, we could do some more. Because even my homie Jay Fontaine, they don't be pushing him too much. It just be shit, just a little weird shit. But I'm glad we got people like Underground Minnesota, whoever running that, just
it's been doing good for the scene and the community. It started this year and it's done so much. There's been ciphers, get-togethers, just shows, just everything. It's just been better overall. This year has been better probably than the last 5 years in the music scene because it's just been niggas been fucked up and hating and shit like that. And I saw another artist named Tracing Green who's with Waterwave. He even said back then, it was like 2023, he was like, in Minnesota, niggas just hate. You get a show, they hate. You drop a music video, they hate. And that's true. But that's starting to get better because people are starting to come together. But the reason it was like that is because niggas like them would be hogging the clout or whatever. Like, you can help people get a little bit of exposure. Now nobody's asking you to put them on. We know you're not going to do that, but you can help the community as a whole. You could throw shows locally and not feel like you too big for that event. You could promote these artists. You could listen to their song on stream without being paid. You could do this and do that and just have people want to fuck with you. But a lot of people don't fuck with you because you don't fuck with the community. It's not because y'all suck. I never said the music was bad. I just said, as a media outlet, y'all not rightfully doing what y'all supposed to do, and it just took a lot for y'all to get for y'all to realize that, because y'all don't seem to care about niggas. Yeah, and fuck Dank, he just a pedophile. And he weird from past shit. He didn't scam niggas on shows and shit. I had a bunch of shit with him, but yeah, fuck him. I ain't gonna get all into that. Pedophile. And most people think I just all the time saying fuck niggas and fuck this, but there's always a reason behind it. I have never really needed to diss anybody until this year, and it's been my best year musically. It's just because of the shit that's been happening. Finally needs to get somewhat of a little bit of exposure, and people feel a certain way when I do shit. But hey, it could have been different.
I think I have an interesting perspective because I'm pretty new to the scene overall, and I've only started really being an artist per se a couple years ago. But luckily I have a good crew around me where I can keep my guard up and be wary of the more slimy members of the underground scene. However, I'm not going to say that that's a Minnesota specific thing, and I think every underground scene is going to have some version of slimy individuals, you know what I mean? And so I think I've done a good job of not really getting involved in anything like drama-wise, anything getting hoed money-wise or anything. There was like one or two occurrences maybe on a small scale, but nothing huge. And so I honestly think ever since I honestly think ever since like I've really started to tap in with everybody and make a lot of connections and do more than just listen to local artists, it's really been nothing but support. And those that don't support haven't really shown so much hate. I definitely have a fair share of haters, but those aren't anyone in the community, if that makes sense. And from what I've been gathering, it sounds like the underground scene is really changing a lot, and I think I can feel that, and it's cool to really be a part of that change, really be like, you know, we were like the freshman class of the cypher and shit, for example, like being able to do shit like that and like feel the movement get brought up and feel the change happen throughout like the city and the community, and it's becoming more of like less of a scene and more of a community, you know what I mean? And those that are not so much with that in Minnesota are kind of getting weeded out, which is cool. But so far the scene's been really supportive, and I love all the stuff that we've been trying to do for the community. CTM has obviously been doing a lot of community stuff, but outside of that, like Two's just had that thing, the whole underground Minnesota stuff that Pierre was talking about, and a couple others. You're doing YMG Media, which is going to help with the scene a lot too. Like, it's really cool to like be a part of the change and to really see the change happen. I can't speak too much on how it was before, because I wasn't too involved or tapped in, and I wasn't really doing that. I was in college and shit, but from what I've been in now, I'm really happy and proud of the city and really honored to be a part of it, and it's really cool. It's really cool. I love it. That's what I'd say.
With the underground scene, I feel like it's really like foot forward as a community to really put itself out there a lot more recently, like with the new Insta page and like the boot camp that we had last night. Like, it really shows like how much people care about what they're doing in the community. I do think there is like a lot of slimy shit going on in the community, and I feel like what do you say? Calumny. That sounds like a disease. Like, I got calumny. There's no immunity. But I feel like the community is definitely had some like slimy aspects, and like it's not all Minnesota nice for sure, and we've all experienced that a few times now at least, especially these guys, and you know it's sad to see it, but I feel like it's kind of gonna be that everywhere, and I just kind of do my own thing, but I do love the underground community, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Last thing I got to say is I'm just proud of the state as a whole, because overall it just went up more than just industry level or just knowing somebody to know somebody so you can get to a certain point, like artists in the past or like the super bigger artists, but just not even music wise. They're streamers, creators, models, people just doing what they want now in life, doctors, whatever they want. It's just more of that now where we are, because everybody now, when we were younger, we just see, other states go up, and it's just like, damn, why is Minnesota not going up? But then just like in every aspect, Minnesota's going up sports-wise. We got the Timberwolves, the Vikings, and then just like everything. And Minnesota's just getting better overall as a whole. But yeah,
I'd agree.
Shout out the state. Yeah. CTM the way. CTM the movement. Know what the fuck going on? It's a movement.
CTM the gang, CTM the collective, CTM the movement, CTM the lifestyle. You heard it here first. Corporate thuggin', corporate in a thuggin' manner, corporate thuggin' movement, whatever you want, man. Live your dreams. We're out here doing this. We dreamt it and now it's reality, man. You can do anything you put your mind to, anything at all. You just put your mind to it and you're doing it, man. This is CTM Music Collective 2025. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye. What? Damn, son, where was this located at?